Okay, it looks like something stupid happened when I was trying to make my last video. There's a lot of things that seem to be going wrong on my computer screen right now. Like I've got this image that seems to be hovering on my screen. The sound went out when I tried to make my last video, and it was about changing the default system hitsparks. So I have to do that over again, which is kind of bad because I made some modifications to it and I saved the damn thing. Anyway, this is a fresh Mugen, at least it was fresh. What you're going to want to do is you want to go into your Fight Effects SFF file, and what you're going to need to do is open Fighter Factory. Just hit the new character button, go to your SFF area and open the Fight Effects file. This already got edited, unfortunately. What you were supposed to see is you know what, I can fix this. Let me just delete this thing. I hate having to do this over. Okay. Now I can start over. Another thing that I was saying is that I have not made a video in a very long time because I've gotten away from Mugen. I pretty much explain all the reasons why I got away from it and on my website. But basically I hit a limit as to what I could do in Mugen when it came to coding some AI. And you get to a point where the stuff you need to do requires workarounds, and I was not advanced enough to go into coding in that level, and it would have been irritating for me to keep going further. Now, I'm not saying that I'm lazy, because I would continue to keep coding in Mugen and going to workarounds, but the problem is it seems like information on Mugen is limited, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing this series of video tutorials, so I can share the information that I know about Mugen. But it would be hard for me to bridge the gap between being, let's say, an intermediate coder or a decent coder to an advanced coder, because the communities that are out there are, well, there are some startup communities which are friendly and they work together, but the old way to do Mugen is usually working on your own / being into certain very established communities. I don't want to talk about that because I don't really have anything good to say about those particular communities, and the one that I was a part of in particular. The Mugen community does have some problems, and between that and the fact that I would need to start using more and more of my time to learn how to code certain things from Mugen caused me to kind of walk away, especially because I started looking into 3D models to create 2D sprites, and I just said, well, why don't I just create a game in 3D? So right now I have Unity 3D, and I'm looking to create a full game with 3D characters. That's pretty much where I'm going, but I'm still going to finish this tutorial series on Mugen, and I'll probably still mess around with the system a little bit. Now, there are 104 sprites for the Fight Effects. However, there are only 19 animations. There's an ARR file that I'll be showing you how to edit in a minute. It is necessary to edit the ARR file deal with a paletting problem, which you will see in a few minutes. What you're going to be doing is basically replacing the sprites. I believe this is the weak hit spark. What you're going to do is you're going to replace it. Unfortunately, I don't have any sprite hit sparks. What I have are image hit sparks. So they have a black background, and I need to use the A blending option in order to make them look decent. Also, they're too large. As you can see, this one is green, and it doesn't matter if I check shared palette or not, it's still going to look wrong. Let me replace it with the second one with this one. When I uncheck shared palette on the second sprite, it'll look normal. What you want to do is you want to keep doing this for each sprite in the group. You can actually have these palettes, so you could have a shared palette, but that takes more effort. And secondly, I have a feeling that you'll probably want to use an image that looks like this instead of an actual sprite. And images like these are not and usually cannot be paletted. There are 5 images in this group, but because of what I have to do in the AR file, I'm going to add an extra image onto this group. So I'm going to add an extra sprite.